Have you ever wondered what would happen to your body when you quit drinking for an extended period of time? Well, let's talk about 5 physiological improvements that you will feel rather quickly, almost immediately, with a prolonged alcohol vacation. Whether your ultimate goal is to go completely sober or learn to cut back and moderate successfully, you're gonna find these 5 life-changing improvements so exciting. So let's get right into it. Hey, what's up, my free and powerful friend? I'm Magnify Maggie, the creator of the Magnify Method, which is alternative recovery for you to learn to think different in order to drink different, or never again. Anywhere on that spectrum, wherever your goal falls, we can help you get there. It's all about magnifying the good in life so that you are continuously starving the darkness and feeding the light, because what we give energy to grows. Now, the improvements that we're about to go through are based off of studies and findings for people that gave up alcohol for a month-long break. That might seem extremely scary, next to impossible even if you've been drinking daily at high risk or just really basically dependent on your individual drinking habits. But let me say, if that is scary, if that seems super impossible, then reach out to me. There's links in the description. So any support or guidance to cut back or learn to wean out of the extreme drinking habits, reach out. I want to help you. All right, so the first thing that you're gonna notice, which is super exciting, is quality sleep. I know when I was drinking for my near 16-year dangerous drinking stint, I would say things like, oh, I'm gonna drink when I'm dead. Oh, I can party and live on 3 to 4 hours of sleep. Oh, it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna keep drinking tonight so that I'm just still drunk tomorrow and I can skip the whole hangover. So basically, in all of these situations and circumstances, sleep was the last priority. But what's crazy is that alcohol addiction is so synonymous with depression and anxiety, but the link between the lack of quality sleep and the depression and anxiety is never really formed or talked about. So did you actually know that when you cut back on drinking, the first week, you're going to experience 5 to 6 extra REM cycles per evening? What that does for you is quite phenomenal. REM sleep allows you to physiologically process emotions in your brain. That is a sleep phase that helps you process memory. It helps you basically retain memories of what you learned that day for long term, and it helps you process emotions. So when you're going to bed intoxicated, you're not actually getting quality sleep. You likely are never even entering a REM cycle. So no wonder you feel so much anxiety and depression in your wake time, because you're not getting the quality sleep necessary for processing emotions and then actually feeling energized the next day. So when you're cutting back or going completely sober for about a month, the first big thing that you're gonna notice is increased quality of sleep, and boy, oh boy, that's a good one. The second noticeable improvement is digestion. This is typically around week 2, that the lining of your stomach has been normalized. The gastric acids and all of the things that play in your stomach have regulated out, and they're not as reactive, and you're not going to be experiencing as much tummy aches or indigestion. Even acid reflux has been shown to decrease and even be completely negated within the second week of going sober. Really fun bonus, because your digestion has increased and you've likely been making different food choices. You probably at this point have also noticed losing weight, losing fat, because we're not taking increased calories from alcohol, but we're also able to digest our food appropriately and get the nutrients from them. Then we see the positive body composition reflected. So a lot of my clients, and then in studies that have been performed, within the second week, we see the BMI, the body mass index, improve, where if your muscle composition doesn't increase, it at least maintains, where your fat composition decreases, which is where we want the scale to change, in our fat composition, not our muscle. Third thing to expect is just a wealth of benefits from proper hydration. I think this one might actually surpass the sleep as being one of the first improvements, because if you just come right out of the gate first day cutting back or quitting alcohol entirely, then you are going to replace that with water, hopefully, and immediately feel a shift of hydrating your body. I talk about hydration almost ad nauseum here because it's so A, free, but B, it's the elixir of life. It's so healthy for every aspect of us as a human living in our physical body. We need water. So you're gonna experience less headaches. If you've ever experienced chronic dry mouth from alcohol, or even when you're going through withdrawals and cutting back and going sober, if you've ever experienced chronic dry mouth, that should subside. Like I said, the tummy aches, that a lot of times can be associated with levels of hydration as well. Indigestion, gassiness, that kind of stuff can be alleviated with hydration. There's a lot more benefits also with the look of your skin. Your skin is going to look tighter and brighter, more radiant. The bags under your eyes are going to start to dissipate. They're going to be brighter there. And you're also going to feel an increase of energy. It might almost seem similar to like when you drink coffee. When your body is properly hydrated, you're not gonna have as deep of afternoon slump. You're not gonna be so lackadaisical in the morning. The hydration just can provide a plethora of benefits for you physically and mentally throughout your day. You're also gonna notice the mental aspects of hydration, like increased focus and motivation to do things. Believe it or not, when you feel demotivated, a lot of times that's dehydration. Number 4. This is going to be a really good one if you are on this path because you were put on profile maybe by your doctor or somebody that said, hey, your blood pressure is too high. Hey, your liver enzymes are not testing at appropriate levels. They're not healthy. So the 4th sign is just total internal body improvement, internal body health improvement. So lowered blood pressure is one of the first improvements that you'll see. And let me tell you, it feels so good when you go to the doctor and they actually give you that clean slate of health, that clean bill of health, and they're like, you're good to go. They will probably really count on and talk about the fact that your heart rate has decreased, your blood pressure has decreased, you have a lower resting heart rate, which is a very good health indicator. They might even make comments about your cholesterol levels, lower bad cholesterol, higher good cholesterol. Yes, there is good cholesterol. As well as kind of those body composition indicators like we touched on with hydration. They're probably going to comment on the fact that, hey, you look tighter. Hey, you don't have as much adiposity. You don't have as much fat that you're carrying around on your skeleton. All of these are going to help your doctor give you the thumbs up, which feels really good mentally, not to be worried about what's going on inside of our body. The 5th one is probably my favorite, and it does kind of touch on more psychological factors, but they're tied into physiological improvements, and that is just an abundance of energy. So you have more mental focus and concentration and ability to say, you know what, I am going to follow through on my personal promises. But you also have more physical energy. This is accumulative from the quality sleep, the hydration, the good food, the good health as kind of directed by your doctor. You're gonna feel all around healthy energy, physically, mentally, and spiritually. You're gonna have those 3 aspects of you as a human being feeling more optimistic and energetic. So spiritually and emotionally, you're gonna feel better about life. The things that you start to think about that you wanna do in your day, you're gonna expect better results from them. Intellectually, you're gonna have more energy to solve problems creatively. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, this used to stress me out so much. This is just absolutely a breeze nowadays. And then physically, you're gonna have that energy to get up and start your day off, and you're not going to have that afternoon slump. You're gonna push right through and actually have energy when you get home to play with your kids or work on maybe your side hustle or your vision board or go to the gym, whatever that looks like for you. Your energy levels are gonna increase across the board when you give alcohol just an extended vacation. All right, now it's your turn to take the next 30 days, or maybe even only 7 days, to take that alcohol vacation, think about the good, magnify the good in your life, and start to experience some of these physiological improvements. If you've watched the video on the natural laws, I talked about the law of relativity. You have to be able to relate your new progress to your old circumstances. So for me, I didn't realize how sick and tired I always felt until I started to not feel sick and tired anymore. So once you get some of those wins under your belt, and maybe it is only 7 days, and then 14 days, and then 21 days, up to 30 days that you're experiencing all 5 of these factors, just start slow. Start to feel the first one, and then that'll help you feel excited about reaching the second one, and then the third one. But all in all, understand that it's progress over perfection, and that all you need to do in order to progress is start thinking differently. Start thinking more powerfully, more confidently, as if you are totally in control, and think solution-oriented versus struggle-oriented. And in no time, you'll be experiencing all 5 plus more of these benefits that we talked about today. All right, make sure you leave your comment. Which of these 5 physiological improvements are you looking forward to experiencing? And are there any of them that you just don't know how to get there? You don't know how to get to that 3rd week. You don't know how to get to that 4th week when you're experiencing the abundance of energy. Make sure you comment or reach out. Let me know, because I am here to support you. I am here to help you think different in order to drink different or never again, and understand that that is a possibility for you.